Hello. Tuesday, 12+1 September. Avoiding jinxes. I thought the celebrations I saw via computer for what would be standard broadcast from news services were subdued about it being the anniversary of the attacks on September 11th, 10 years ago. Here we have a nearly identical blue stick figure. This is unrehearsed. All of these are so far, for the most part. Sometimes the stick figures come first. These are this one's about competing, say Middle East. Say you're a soul, briefly waiting up in the heavens. There's three really big religions that are involved in the Bible. So we'll just point out, we'll say there's this little green soul. Like they say, beginners are green. Also, green's the hottest part of the flame. And then let's say there's, some tendrils involved. We've been using shades of red a lot recently. People talk about no strings attached or no red tape. Okay. We're not saying that's what it's about, but these are the reincarnational pathways that are overlapping. Let's get another color in there. How about a sort of a dark green, maybe some kind of moody group like, I don't know. You can fill in the blank yourself. So these overlapping. And all of these tendrils that look like, these kind of look like tarantulas coming at you. But say they're previous lifetimes, future potential lifetimes, future ideas, future alignments with places. And so not only some of them might be, there's a human being, a blue, semi-identical blue figure that is endowed with the creative forces. The creative forces are not at war. I'm convinced the gods, or God, are not at war. We are, because of, and that's why I say good, bad, or indifferent, because of what's going on with these things. Say this big red one here. Some of these they're like sections of the public library that don't like each other. It's a crushing disappointment. But it's why, and they can be counted on. They can be counted on by people moving, like say this identical stick figure here. Say he uses or she uses their relationship with the creative force. I'll make it a little yellow here because of the backdrop. Sends their creative force energy up, and maybe it doesn't have to be yellow. Do some kind of high-tech adjustment here. I'll go back to the original color, just in case this ever gets translated. I saw on TV where AT&T can translate English into Italian, which for a country that was, like, quote-unquote, at least for Christendom, mostly discovered by Columbus, as a continuum, let's just say. After Leif Erikson, I guess there was maybe the Battle of Hastings or something like that. Or somewhere around there. Okay, so this one here has got the smiles, and maybe we'll give him a hat too, okay? Or her a hat. And it's a green hat, and it's got this green tendril thing. Okay, well, it's using its creative forces without even an antenna or anything, okay? It's using its creative forces relationship, and it sends the creative forces relationship out. And even though the heavens are like, well satisfied with the fact that and know it forwards and backwards, sort of like our immune system knows things forwards and backwards if we keep it healthy. So the greenness dissuades the redness from popping in. Now the tendrils aren't even getting along too, so you can see that there's like maybe the tendrils are having a fuss with each other. Well, it's my experience that the creative force can move off a tendril. So this one blue person, all just on their lonesome, using the creative force because it preferred green, but it also made a decision on its own that it didn't want the red tendril. Now, maybe because it was mightily affected by the green tendril, and there's no saying which one was better, but what there is saying is this one in the green wanted its creative forces to go straight to heaven unimpeded by the red tendril. This person right now is not unimpeded by any color tendril, and it's just them and the creative forces. Now, to date, we've been explaining in our little land in between other productions, say the Magic Crayon, that we're made aware of things on TV set, which is a legal use of microwaves. You can turn the sucker on or off. You can't change the fact that the broadcast is going on, which is going into your body. However, at least it's not being activated by a TV set receiver. So you turn it off. It doesn't make the broadcast go away. But you turn it off and it's not activated. Now say the broadcast was all about Mitt Romney. Mitt. Well, it's about time we had a president named Mitt. Are you Mitt? Okay. And let's say something else thinks it's about time we had a president named Mitt. And it's our friend the box. Or is it our friend? Well, the technology could be great. The box could say, hey, here's a bunch of healing thought that was volunteered by somebody, say, who's hot pink. And the hot pink healing thought is going out for free. And you can pick up on it anytime you want if you've got the secret code. However, let's go back to it just being the gray box. And the last 2 times we saw the gray box, it liked one candidate more than the other. And what it did was it boxed the TV set with its gray matter. So it boxed the TV set and then boxed the green in the TV set. So let's say unencumbered person didn't mess with the green, but the green person fighting off the red person got grayed up. And so all of a sudden the gray broadcast has something to do with how hat person sees the green broadcast. And the green broadcast is supposed to have agreed with this, but what if it's not the complete story? Well, what we got was a meddlesome gray broadcast confusing things. What's the outcome? Nobody